With a large Chinese presence among both passengers and cabin crew, this felt like a genuinely exotic air adventure.
Welcome. Can I introduce to the rest of the crew, Richard Jones, French officer, and Chris Shearer.
How do you do?
Can you get on board?
Please do.
Okay.
As always, the air show has reserved the best seat in the house, next to the one man who does know where we're going.
And I've got no idea where your destination is, but I think it's a long way away. So I mean, every slow to Shanghai.
Slow as normal, yes.
Alright. What do you say?
Shanghai, the new Shanghai. Pudong.
Thanks.
It's now 16:30 and time for takeoff.
3250, takeoff 27 layout 21010. Takeoff, pick up that 3250.
Takeoff. Manflex SRS runway.
Manflex SRS runway. Set.
Check. Check.
81. Rotate.
Gear up, please.
Gear up. 3250, London, Holiday 82, China.
Autopilot 1, plus the climb, flaps to 1.
Top of climb and heading east. 10.5 hours in the air means the passengers have a long time to relax. For the crew, it's the opposite. The modern jet airliner like this one is sold strictly as a two-pilot operation, which means that the poor guy who used to sit here, the flight engineer, well, he's all but disappeared, except on classic flights like Concorde. Paradoxically, though, because these jets can go longer and further, well, suddenly you have the problem of fatigue. So what do? You reintroduce the third man, or woman, of course, except now it's not an engineer, it's a pilot.
The aircraft is designed, as you can see, to be operated by two pilots. But when we're on ultra-long-haul flights, we put a third man on, a third pilot, to increase our what's called flying duty hours, so we can actually work longer. And he will come in the seats, alternatively, he will sit in Richard's seat and give him so he can take some rest. Then he'll come back, or Richard will come back, he'll sit in my seat so I can take. This allows us to work longer flying duty periods.
Is fatigue a potential danger there in the area on very long flights?
Oh, yes, absolutely. The older, a little while back, so we say, before these modern airplanes were designed with having bunks, which are just behind you, just around the corner. You used to have captain, co-pilot, flight engineer sitting there fighting to stay awake at 2 or 3 in the morning. Yeah, surely that was not the safest way. The introduction of the bunks, proper crew rest, fantastic. Really has made people come back fresh and made all the difference in the world.
As night falls, most of the passengers sleep, while the A340 soars gracefully on through international boundaries. The crew's job is to decode the local English. And spot planes that pass in the night as close as 1,000 feet below.
Control, good morning, Virgin 250.
Virgin 250, good morning,
Virgin 250, position Manat 2142, 10,100 meters, request 11,100 meters.
Virgin 250, sorry, negative, maintain 40,100 meters.
With the sun rising, we descend towards Shanghai's amazing new Pudong Airport. This is Captain Cox's first landing here.
Virgin 250, descend maintain 500, 50 meters.
There's the airfield. They did make one. It wasn't at home.
Virgin 250, careful the ILS approach room, descend, report is that Sharp pilot.
Copy, approach ILS 170.
focusing around here for
2,500.
QNH1015 set. Flaps 1, please. Activate the approach. Speed out star. Full use of the automatics. And we're on the localizer.
Station 250, localizer established. 1.17.
Ready 250, total tower, searching 16007. Clear to land 117, QNH 1010.
Okay, autopilot coming out.
Ready,
Please.
This is the first time the plane has been manually flown since we left London.
100 above.
100 above. 200.
Minimum, rockets ready.
Minimum.
Landing.
50, 40, 30, 20, retard. 10, 5.
Reverse 3. D-south. 100 knots.
Manual braking.
Legend 250, turn left to the Alpha Kilo, Delta 17. Alpha Kilo, 17, Burgess 3